next year?
No, he's been okay. Typical Munster, just you take the good with the bad with him. So he's finally come up with a little. Well, he's finally come up with an opinion I took a bit of notice of. I don't usually take notice of him, so but like I say, it was nice of him to come and offer his opinion, and sort of it meant something, but it made a bit of sense too. So, which is strange for Munster.
How are you feeling personally now that the decision's done and out there and the weight off the shoulders a bit?
Yeah, without a doubt. It's as I said, 6 weeks before, 8 weeks before, it was sort of 180 degrees the other way. So. Like I say, it's just take me time, to get to the right answer. But like I say, I had to make a decision for myself and the club, to be quite honest. So I'm glad that I have made that decision. I'm satisfied with that, and now we can move on.
Would you look to put in like succession plans or have someone in under you before?
Yeah, to me that's it's up to the club who they do that with, and who they think they want to coach after I finish. So like I say, it's not going to be my decision who coaches after me. It'll be the club's decision.
Would you consider heading up maybe the Brisbane Tigers if they were in the NRL after the Storm?
Oh no, I don't think so. Now at the end of the day, it's I think I'll finish my coaching career at the Storm. I'm getting a bit old now, so I'll be starting up a new team.
Back in Queensland in a couple of weeks.
It seems though we haven't gone anywhere, to be quite honest. But I think we got the Cowboys up. We got to buy in the Cowboys as well. So a fair chunk of the last month has been up here. So it's not all bad with the weather, especially. But we've got a lot of supporters up here as well. So it's been an enjoyable couple of weeks.
Have you been surprised with what Wayne's done with the Dolphins so far?
Oh, not really. I knew he obviously looked, and they obviously put a lot of thought into who they bought, and they got a lot of good players, and they got a lot of good people. Like I know our three that he got from us. They're real good guys. Besides being real good footy players and very experienced footy players as well. So I'm not surprised at all. But with all due respect, they have been playing, really well. I think, they've surprised most people. But as I say, the calibre of player they've got, but also the calibre of people they got, that's made a huge difference for them.
Do you think they'll be coming up against you guys, considering that was such a big part of building what the Storm are? Yeah,
and they've still left a hole there without a doubt, and especially with the leadership and experience, Kenny and Jess, like they were there 13 and 14 years, I think, and Foose was there about 8. So, they obviously had a massive influence on the club, while they were there, on the field and off the field, So we've had to, adapt and, try and make up for those, I suppose, holes that were left when they left, So, but like I say, we're working hard on that, and as I said, they've done a wonderful job for the Dolphins.
Probably retiring from rep footy, do you hope that might open the door for Christian to get back into the Maroons squad?
Yeah, I don't know what Billy's thinking. I really haven't spoken to him about, or the selectors. I'm not quite sure how they picked their side, but it's a bit of a shock. He's been a real good player for Queensland for a long time, Josh, and he's still playing good footy. But obviously he's made that decision, and I think Welsh's done a great job the last couple of years, I thought, at Origin level. So I'm not quite sure whether that opens the door for him or whether he'd already be there. Like I say, I'm not real sure who they got in mind, but he'll certainly be a loss to him, Josh. Yeah.
Wayne had a bit to say when Cam brushed signing with the Dolphins. How's Cam
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Wayne had a bit to say
okay.
about Cam when he brushed the Dolphins. How's Cam been this week coming up against Wayne?
Yeah, I don't know whether he's going to come up in the box or Wayne's going to come down the field, but so I don't think they'll catch up with each other. But again, like at the end of the day, it's Cameron got an offer from the Dolphins and he knocked it back, and that's what happens in footy. They make offers and you get a lot of knockbacks and you just move on. So I'm not quite sure where that finished up or where it started. At the end of the day, it's As I said, he got offered a contract and he knocked it back, and that's the start and the end of it.
Should he have called Wayne though? I think that was the blow up.
Oh, I don't know. Like, again, these days, with all due respect, like, we've tried to sign players plenty of times, and when we've been knocked back, I reckon well over 70% of the time it's the manager that rings you back, not the player. So I think it's just seems to be the done thing, and you'd like to think that the player would do it all the time, but that's the younger generation, and the player managers they're in real strong positions. So at the end of the day, as I said, that's what happens to us most of the time. We get knocked back by a player. It's usually the manager that rings us and gives us the bad news.
How's Nelson's ribs?
Yeah, again, he'll have a noodle tomorrow to get through it, but he's a tough human being, so he should be okay.